Hi everyone. So this evening, we are going to listen to one of my favorite tracks from Coke Studio, which is called Laal Meri Pat, sung by Quratulain Balouch or QB, Akbar Ali and Arieb Azhar.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I love this song so much? I would talk afterwards, but just two pointers. First of all, notice the drums, and it has a brilliant sitar solo. So
Hmm.
let's jump into it.
Without even asking.
All right, three. I should. I mean, that wouldn't work. Right, three, two, one, play.
Coke Studio Season 10.
This drummer,
पढ़ना कसीदा हक दे वलीदा सारे सुनाओ नारा अलीदा झुकिया मैं दरते बन के सवाली इज्जत मिली है जग तो निराली पए लोग आखन मैं कू कलंदर सगा मगर मैं अली दी गलीदा पढ़ना कसीदा हक दे वलीदा पढ़ना कसीदा हक दे वलीदा
and his voice is packs a lot of punch.
लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 ओ लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन लाल मेरी पत रखियो भला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा शाहबाज कलंदर
The drums,
दमादम दमादम दमादम
crazy.
दमादम
दिलबर दे दीदार ने कीता मैनू मस्तो मस्त मैं खाने विच कौन होवेगा मेरे वर्गा मस्त उस दिल अंदर कदर जहां दी किधरे नजर ना आवे जो दिल तेरे इश्क ने कीता मेरे सोनिया मस्त रुत बसंती अंदर माही जलवा आन विखाया बुलबुल नहर हवावां फुल भी हो गए मस्त रोज अव्वल में जाम जे पीता वहदत मस्ती वाला बूहे कंढा शाम सवेरे मैनू दिसदे मस्त ओ ना डरदा दोज़ख कोलों ना लालच जन्नत दा रखे जो भी हो गया इस जाने वांग कलंदर मस्त
चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा
Oh,
चार
the drums.
चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा पंजवा मैं बालन आया भला झूले लालन पंजवा मैं बालन आया भला झूले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 दमादम
oh.
हिंद सिंध पीरा तेरी नौबत बाजे हिंद सिंध पीरा तेरी नौबत बाजे हिंद सिंध पीरा तेरी नौबत बाजे नाल वजे घड़े आल भला झूले लालण नाल वजे घड़े आल भला झूले लालण सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 दमादम
Oh. Oh my God. No. One of the most beautiful drum performances.
I think it's one of the most beautiful arrangements of Coke Studio as well.
Yes, all time. All time. I mean, one of the best. Up there. I wouldn't say the best. I mean, but
One
it's
of the
one of the
best, yeah.
best. One of the best, definitely. It had all the elements were so beautiful. The sitar, the guitars, the progression of this track is just lovely. You know, it starts with just simple drums and other instruments, and then the sitar comes into play. Then you have this guitar riffs, this power chords playing, and then combination of this sitars and drums. Behind that sitar solo, the drums. Oh, and then of course QB's voice, and
Hmm.
then we have Arieb Azhar's narration. This and Akbar Ali. Uh, I don't want to say much. I just want to share this beautiful track with all of us. With, I mean, yeah,
I
experience
think
it together.
most of the artists we know are highly skilled. They are masters of their craft. We all know. Akbar
Absolutely.
Ali, Arieb Azhar, everyone. Mannu on the bass, Mannu Bhai on the bass. Then we have Omran on electric guitar. But I mean, drum significantly stands out in this particular track and holds the entire track. And the way Ahad progresses, you talked about the progression.
Yes.
Last 1 minute of this
Yes.
particular track with the
He went
Hamnawaz
crazy.
chanting. Yeah, the Hamnawaz chanting, Akbar Ali just doing alap in the back, and Ahad just went
Yeah.
crazy. And
I think intentionally he was on the forefront. I think he was
yeah,
one of the main features of this track.
true.
Mixing wise, he was preferred on the front,
Hmm.
right? He was accentuated.
Yeah.
But what an amazing performance. If you look at him, he's playing live. And we talked about that. Why I personally love him so much is because of his performances. He
Hmm.
gives 100%. The other drummers also give their 100%. But he also wears the performance on his face, on his body. And
True.
it just makes the performance all that more enjoyable.
Absolutely. He just immerses himself into the character. It feels sometimes that he just forgets everything around him and he just plays with his heart out. And
Yeah,
I mean, he is the favorite of Strings, and the Strings were in the production seat for this particular season. So where were
sure.
we? Okay, let me just mention one more thing. This track, Laal Meri Pat, we have heard a lot of renditions, a lot of crazy renditions. Some may say that it's not that energetic rendition that you expect, but what I want to give credit to Strings for this particular track is that they completely transformed or switched the arrangement for this particular track. It's not upbeat track. Usually it's played with dhol and you would listen to tablas in the background and it's always very fast paced. But this particular arrangement was completely different. It catches you off guard as a listener when you are expecting when QB is singing the chorus, you are expecting that the beats will go up and probably she would also raise her tempo. But this does not happen. It's
The
entirely different arrangement.
the tempo was maintained by instruments pretty much.
Yeah.
The tempo was upped by adding new instruments. This is the introduction of sitar and then the electronic guitars. And
Hmm.
but this track, we can talk about this track the whole night, or we can stop talking about this track because this is just, one of those tracks that is beyond
Yeah.
any debate and discussion. This is one of those tracks that you just love, you just want to enjoy, right?
True.
Uh, One thing that I want to mention, in the very end is these. This is a Sufi rock track, right?
Hmm.
And the essence of Sufism was very apparent,
Hmm.
very in your face, very on the front.
Hmm.
And yeah, so a lot of the tracks just don't kind of not maintain that Sufi essence.
Hmm.
This was dripping with Sufi essence. What is Sufi music? Sufi music is you wanna get into a trance
Hmm.
and lose yourself for
Yeah.
the higher power or whatever, right? And
Hmm.
this track with drums had that trance element,
Completely
right?
agree.
If you
Yeah.
just focus on this drums, it has this hypnotic effect that you would get lost
Yeah.
in music, in Sufism. That's it.
Yeah. Correct. The effect that usually is made by dhol for this particular track has been done by drums, which was
Yeah,
amazing for
yeah,
me.
right.
So yeah, I think I would urge our listeners to listen to this track. Not not the one on our video, but the original video, and just listen it and experience it. It will definitely hit you on a different level. I think that is it for me.
Yeah, that's concluded.
Great, then thank you so much once again for listening it with us together, and we'll see you on the next one then. Bye bye.